Hi, my name's Scott Gregory and I manage our retail platforms portfolio within the Retail Solutions Group. Today we have the RP5 product line. We have the rp5700 and rp5800 point-of-sale platforms, and they are HP's most powerful, flexible, and adaptable point-of-sale platforms.
Great. Can you tell me a little bit more about some of the features that we'd find on these products?
Sure. We really have a lot of features on these product lines that make them highly competitive in the industry. We have a broad range of processors, broad range of memory and storage options available, along with a great deal of expandability and configurability also.
Great. So are these really powerful units? Really
powerful. We offer CPUs covering everything from Intel Celerons all the way up through Core i3 and i7 type processors, which really provide a broad range of power for any sort of demanding application that you could ever want.
Any special features on the Intel processors?
Yeah, so on the 5800 product, we now offer vPro management capability and security, which is a feature that a lot of retailers want for managing and controlling their assets within their infrastructure.
So how would a retailer actually use that in their store?
Well, so vPro will allow a retailer to re-image a machine. If a machine had failed at a point-of-sale lane, a retailer could actually connect to that machine, do some diagnosis on it, and reinstall the operating system and boot the machine up. Also, vPro allows the retailer to turn the machine on and off at predefined intervals to save power, which is really a key feature for retailers when they have a lot of systems deployed throughout their enterprise.
So this is a really great remote function.
Great remote capabilities on the 5800 product that go beyond the manageability features that already exist on the 5700.
Can you tell me a little bit about the ways in which they can be configured?
Great. So both of these products are highly configurable. So over here we have the rp5700 point-of-sale platform, and this is the rp5800 retail terminal. And both of these products can be configured various ways, internally and externally. For instance, on the 5700, you can see we have an optical drive here. It looks like a traditional desktop. On the 5800, we also support an optical drive, but something new we support is just a clean bezel across the front here that provides more of the look that retail customers typically look for. Also on the 5700, we've got some USB expandability in the front, or connectivity with a cover over it, and on the 5800 we just designed that to be a little cleaner, provide a bit more security. Internal on the platform, we support up to 3 hard drives and broad range of CPU options, and the platform can also accommodate different types of expansion cards and connections out the back.
So that was great, looking at the actual physical changes that you can make to the front of the product. Now we're looking at the rear. Can you tell me a little bit more about the I/O ports?
There's a lot of I/O connectivity. On the rp5700, you can see most of the retail ports are really connected in through these expansion cards. And while that met the needs of most of the retailers, there were a few retailers out there that really wanted some of the connectivity that was optional in the 5700. They wanted it built into the 5800. So a couple key features that we added here were we built in a native cash drawer port, which allows us to support a cash drawer for those retailers that don't necessarily want to use our printer. So it provides a lot of flexibility there in terms of use cases. We also built in the printer port directly into the unit on the 5800, where that was an optional card on the 5700, and that supports a broad range of third-party and HP receipt printers there.
So you've really taken a lot of the great features from the 5700 and advanced with them?
Exactly. The 5700 has been a really successful platform. We've had great feedback from our customers. In designing the 5800, we met with a lot of customers, partners, resellers, and we wanted to understand what was great on the 5700 and then carry those things forward and even expand on them in the 5800. One key feature we changed was the ability to connect 12-volt USB peripherals, these kind of green ports here. On the 5700 we supported 3 of these connections. The 5800 we can support up to 6 of these connections, which we heard from our customers was a really big feature they were looking for.
While we're talking about the cards that you can put into this, what kind of riser options are there on these products?
Good question. So there are a couple different riser options on the 5800 beyond what we did on the 5700. So the 5700 product has been out in the field for a couple years, and it was really designed to support more legacy PCI cards. And we carried that feature forward in the 5800. While we still support those cards, we now have the ability to pull out that riser and put in a different assembly to support newer PCIe type cards to give you a broader range of connectivity for retailers looking to connect new cards.
Okay, so it sounds like you have all the options available, lots of connectivity and lots of variety, and can be configured in many ways. Where do you actually see this product being used?
Well, great question. So the 5700 platform has been served us very well beyond its use case as a traditional point-of-sale system. The 5700 also functions very well as a manager's workstation in the back office. And that flexibility allows a retailer to have one machine in their inventory that they can repurpose a couple of different ways. And then we've gone one step further on the 5800 in that we also support digital signage player. So you can configure the 5800 with a high-power graphics card and drive multiple digital signage displays, which is really adding in an additional use case to the 5800. Also on both the 5700 and 5800, we see a lot of instances where they're used to actually power really high-end kiosk type enclosures.
Okay, so this product sounds like it's highly configurable, very powerful. So what about durability?
Durability is really a key feature for retailers that we take a lot of consideration into when we design and develop our products. So one key attribute is the ability to run in an elevated ambient environment. And why that's so key to retailers is because quite often point-of-sale platform will really be buried down beneath the encounter in an enclosure where there will be limited airflow, for instance. And so on the 5700, we designed the product where it can operate up to 40 degrees C ambient environment. And we went one step further with that on the 5800, where it's able to operate in up to 50 degrees C ambient environment in certain configurations. And that's really a key part of our retail hardening strategy. Another attribute that's really key to customers is extended life cycle. They want to be able to purchase one product at the beginning of their retail deployment and have that same product, equivalently configured product, available for an extended period of time. And that's having the maximized uptime like that and being designed for constant operation are really key attributes of these products. And that allows them to be used in a lot of different environments, ranging from hospitality to specialty retail environments to just large businesses, small businesses. There are installations where this product will be used internally beneath the counter, and also there are instances where the product can be used outside in a kiosk environment. So it's a very flexible platform that can be deployed in a lot of places due to the flexibility and the retail hardening we built in.
So being that flexible, does it always have to be flat like it's shown here today?
No, so we're showing it mounted horizontally today. It can also be mounted, installed vertically. We have an under-counter cabinet mount where the product can be slid in and locked under the counter, because a lot of the time the retailers want the point-of-sale platform out of the way, and they'll typically just have the cash drawer and the screen up on the counter itself.
Okay, so you talked a little bit about needing to hide this away for security. What's the kind of warranty and security features on this product?
Yeah, so both of these products, the 5700 and the 5800, both come with a 3-year warranty. And that's a really key feature, a really key competitive differentiator in the point-of-sale space. Most of our top Tier 1 competitors only offer a 1-year warranty, and they charge a significant amount of money to upgrade their products to a 3-year warranty. So 3-year warranty is really key. And from a security perspective, we have under-counter mounting kits, we've got cables, we have physical locks. 5800 product has a hood sensor on it that'll show you, it'll provide an alert if the hood's actually lifted up. And so there's a cable cover also on the back of the 5800 to secure some of the cables in there and just keep them from being accidentally removed.